Have you ever told everyone about something big you wanted to do? Did you notice what happened next? Sometimes when we speak too much about our dreams, they become harder to reach. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a young man named Simon. Simon had a restless mind and a hopeful heart. Ideas came to him easily, like birds landing on a branch. Every week, a new dream arrived. One day, he wanted to open a shop. Another week, he dreamed of learning pottery. Not long after that, he imagined building his own house with his hands. Each idea filled him with excitement and promise. But Simon had a habit he never questioned. Before he began anything, he told everyone. He walked through the village market and announced his plans with a bright smile. People stopped to listen. They clapped their hands. They offered encouragement and kind words. Simon felt taller when they praised him. That night, he slept deeply, his chest full of pride. Yet when morning came and it was time to work, something felt different. His body felt heavy. The excitement was gone. The shop was never opened. The tools were never gathered. Days passed, and quietly, the dream faded. Soon, another idea took its place. Simon gathered people again and spoke loudly of his next plan. He would make the most beautiful pottery the village had ever seen. Again, people praised him. Again, he felt important. And again, after a few days, the desire disappeared. The clay stayed untouched. Years passed this way. Simon became known for his words, not his work. His hands remained empty. His life stayed the same. Inside, a quiet shame began to grow. He did not understand why he could dream so clearly, but never finish anything. He felt stuck, as if something inside him had stopped moving. One evening, Simon sat alone beside the old well at the edge of the village. The sun was setting, and the air was still. An elder approached and sat beside him. The man was humble and quiet, respected by everyone, though he rarely spoke. "My son," the elder asked gently, "why do you look so burdened?" Simon sighed. "I have many dreams," he said, staring at the ground, "but I never complete them. I don't know what is wrong with me." The elder listened and then asked, "What do you do when a new idea comes to you?" Simon answered without hesitation, "I tell everyone. I want them to know. I want them to be proud of me." The elder smiled softly. "Come with me tomorrow morning," he said. "I want to show you something." The next day they met in the elder's small garden. The soil was dark and rich. The elder held 2 seeds in his palm. He handed one to Simon. "Plant this," he said. Simon dug a small hole and placed the seed inside, covering it gently with earth. Then the elder lifted the second seed high into the air and called out to some children nearby. "Look," he said, smiling. "I have a seed. Soon it will become a beautiful tree." The children clapped and laughed. The elder placed the seed on a flat rock, exposed to the sun, and walked away. Days passed. The elder quietly watered the seed hidden in the soil. He said nothing about it. Simon visited often. Slowly, a small green shoot pushed through the ground. Week after week, it grew stronger. The elder continued his care in silence. The seed on the rock never changed. It dried under the sun. Birds pecked at it. Soon, it disappeared completely. One morning, Simon stood beside the small plant, now steady and alive. The elder spoke softly. "A seed needs silence to grow. It needs darkness. It must stay hidden at first. If you leave it in the open and speak about it too soon, it dries up. It never becomes a tree." Something settled deep inside Simon. The elder continued, When you share your dreams too early, praise gives you the feeling that the work is already done. Your mind believes you have arrived, and your heart loses the fire to continue. Simon felt the truth of those words. He had been living them for years. That night, Simon made a quiet decision. He chose one simple goal: to build a wooden chair. This time, he told no one. Each evening, after his daily work, he went to a quiet corner and worked with wood. Some days he felt tired. Some days he felt inspired. But no one watched. No one praised him. There was no pressure, only steady effort. Weeks passed. The chair slowly took shape. Simon made mistakes and fixed them. When it was finished, he sat on it and felt something new. Not pride from words, but pride from doing. From then on, Simon kept his dreams quiet. He worked in silence. Over the years, his hands filled with skill, and his life changed. People respected him not for what he promised, but for what he built. Dreams are fragile in the beginning, and sometimes the strongest thing you can do for them is to let them grow quietly until they are strong enough to stand on their own.